How y'all doing?
Hi, it's me Ninjelic. If you haven't noticed, but many of my videos including my YouTube shorts have been privated, and after months I have decided to give an update on me and my channel. I don't know if anybody will see this or even care, or if people remember me or my channel anymore, but I will post this anyway for anyone who wants a reason as to why there has been no uploads from me for nearly a year. The main reason being is because I have no desire to be a K-pop tuber anymore. When I had uploaded my Itzy rewrite shorts when Kill My Doubt had been released, I had opted to step down from being both a Ktuber the day they were posted and in all honesty, have no plans to come back to this channel for the foreseeable future. My passion for both rewrites and uploading shorts as a whole was at an all-time low. I was just forcing myself to upload just for pointless YouTube views that didn't mean anything, when I didn't want to, and if I'm being serious, I forced myself to make those rewrites, and the main reason I got rid of most of them along with my other videos, is because it showed how much I just didn't care anymore. Whilst I am proud of the views and subscribers I have, at the same time, I just knew that me being a Ktuber wasn't going to be forever, and that time has come. I started Ktube when I was 17 in 2020, and now I'm 20 years old and a completely different person from how I used to be. I want to try new things besides talking about K-pop drama and new comebacks I honestly could care less about, and being transparent and honest with you all. But when I was a K-pop tuber I was trying way too hard to be someone I wasn't, hence why my older videos are no longer public anymore. I was trying so hard to be likable and wholesome, and most opinions I spewed was just so I could look good in front of other people, because I was so scared of getting hate comments or being mentioned on places like Reddit, TikTok or Twitter as another annoying Ktuber in the community. Even when I was known as Fairy Go One, which was honestly the darkest and most depressing time of my life, I wasn't myself at all. I was copying other Ktubers, wanting to be seen as the toxic K-pop stan who didn't give a fuck despite it not being how I am at all. I tried to be edgy, but it was honestly pathetic and embarrassing looking back. The only time I was really myself was when I was doing things like making my own K-pop groups or doing K-pop hot takes. This is also the reason why my second channel, Diggy1, is now gone, because I was not being genuine at all. When I rebranded into Ninjelic, I was happy with the attention I received, but at the same time the persona I had was not genuine as mentioned above. I acted like I loved certain songs when I hated them and pretended to vibe with groups that I genuinely can't stand at all. And since I'm no longer a Ktube creator anymore, I can just say this, but I, in all actuality, do not like Blackpink at all. And that horrid experience I had with Blinks when I had reviewed Lisa's solo was a prime reason. I know people say you can't unstand an artist because of the fanbase, which is utter bullshit to me, but in this case, most of my experiences interacting with Blinks on my channel and outside of it has been negative. Besides that, as time went on, I slowly just stopped liking their music and the group as a whole. The Coachella, Flower and Born Pink reviews were biased on purpose, purely because I was blinded by all the views and traction I was getting on my channel at the time. I also showed obvious bias towards groups I loved like Itzy and aespa as well. Itzy are still my ults till this day. I'm hyped about Born to Be and for their world tour next year. However, it's time I stop lying to myself and admit that yes, some of their music hasn't been as good as it used to be in the last few years. I'm not going to say they fell off or be one of those annoying as fuck bring back fun Itzy K-pop fans, but I will say that I appreciate them for trying out different sounds even if it's not going to be for everyone, which is understandable because artists will experiment and try new things all the time. The second thing is that K-pop YouTube is in all honesty the most toxic, draining and uncreative place on the internet. It's flooded with clickbaiting drama channels and people who just yap nonsense thinking they did something, with the comments eating it up like it's gospel, which is why when bigger Ktubers have their own little fanbase crawling out of the crevices completely sucking them off for some validation, or bending over backwards defending their name for some meaningless YouTube likes is so laughable to me, because these people probably don't know or care about you. Yet here you are treating them like K-pop idols on the same level as people like BTS or Twice. The Ktube consumers beg and cry for people to be creative and to think outside of the box, And when someone does exactly that, no one gives a fuck. You're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. And I learned that when I tried to branch out and do different types of videos on my channel, the traction was low. Or whenever I asked people for genuine opinions or thoughts, most of my comments were unhelpful or were obviously being biased, and I hated it. Maybe because of how I am in real life, but even as a K-pop tuber, I really wasn't used to compliments or people defending me in comments, and I in all actuality found it weird because I wasn't used to it, and I still sometimes find it weird. Speaking of weird behavior, when I gained all my subscribers and finally hit my milestone of over 10K, even before that, I was noticing the way so many people were obviously trying to either befriend me or talk to me simply because of my follower count, and I hated it so much, even though I knew it was bound to happen. It made me so uncomfortable, hence why my old Instagram account is gone, because my requests was filled with people just asking to be friends or for collaborations, which sucks. Pinterest is no exception either. A good majority of my messages are people asking for so-called friendships or for me to make videos with them, which would never happen because I have an unspoken rule that I only collab with people I am friends with or channels I actually watch. In my eyes, it wouldn't make sense for me to collaborate with someone I barely know or watch, and I can honestly see why other channels either don't have social media or are really closed off. While most will see me saying this as a non-issue or something stupid, but Ktube really fucked up my stan list and affected me when listening to certain artists, G-Idol and Blackpink being a few of those groups to name. I have already spoken about Blackpink, but in the case of G-Idol I have been a fan of them since Latata, and for no reason at all. I had just acted like I didn't like them simply because I wanted to be seen as different and edgy. I liked Tomboy but pretended I didn't like it, opting to brand them as posers when I was the biggest poser there was, and it's only when Nude dropped I had gained that same love I used to have for them, and I forgot how much I missed standing them. Like I said, I am a different person now, so my stan list has changed a lot. I no longer listen to boy groups anymore, and I mainly listen to girl groups now. Despite me being in orbit, I don't really keep up with any of the Luna members that often and only follow my biases. I also no longer stan Everglow and Dreamcatcher. I've become a casual Insomnia now, and as for Everglow, whilst they will forever be in my heart and I love the members, I honestly began to lose interest thanks to the long hiatuses and their lack of group content. It sucks because they could have gone so much farther than where they are now, and their company just blew it completely. Still like them, but if they were to disband next year or the year after, I wouldn't be shocked. And the final thing being is that I've grown out of my hardcore K-pop fan phase as a whole. As said above, I started Ktube when I was 17 and I am now a 20-year-old, with the type of content I want to make not being K-pop related, hence why I've created a new channel making videos outside of anything K-pop related. During my time off my channel, I have forgotten how much I miss just listening to K-pop songs and being able to form my own opinions, without worrying about YouTube views and hate comments, and I haven't felt like that in a long time. Trying to keep up with every single performance, Instagram post, vlog or song from every idol I stan was stressful to say the least, but I felt like because I was a K-pop tuber, I had no choice. I listened to other artists besides just K-pop and no longer see me being a K-pop stan as a burden anymore. In conclusion, I am happy for the experiences that K-pop YouTube has taught me. I feel like these 2 years on Ktube, I've learned to have thicker skin towards hate, which I appreciate. Not only that, but I've made so much amazing friends along the way and I am truly grateful for that. Though there was some bad times, I did have some great memories too. My channel will still be up, and I will be keeping most of my rewrites up. Other things like opinion videos or predictions will be privated. Whilst I deleted my old K-pop YouTube Instagram, my Pinterest is still up if you want to talk to me. Thank you all so much for the memories on my channel, and for getting my channel to where it is now. I will be forever grateful, and I'll see you guys around.